What is up? What's good in the hood? What is Gucci? I'm going to stop being cringy now. My name is Sketchy Hugh, and today's video I am going to talk about how you can make OCs, basically, or how to make an OC. Where do you start? What do you do for the design? How do I make them not cringy and a total Mary Sue? Well, thank you for coming to my video. I shall show you how. Now, I've had about 6 to 7 years experience in writing characters. Not 6 to 7, 5 to 6 years, because I started around middle school. I still have that character, too. And, well, basically, step 1 to doing a character, I say, is, well, it works either way. So you usually would figure out a personality or what you want in that character. Like, do you want a character who is brave, who is strong, who's smart? Yes? There you go. Just write that down, and you have to work on their personality. So when it comes to writing a character's personality, you give them good traits and bad traits. They can't be totally perfect. No one is perfect. And what I use to help me write characters is I look at my own flaws. Like, for example, one of my flaws is, what is one of my flaws? Honey, I just forgot. One of my flaws is that I'm very socially anxious, or I'm too kind for my own good, per se. See, there's an example right there. Being kind is a good trait, but it can also be a bad trait. So that's another example of personality writing in a character. So once you've got the personality down, you've got the character, they're smart, they're fast, they're also scared of dogs, because, that's a negative trait. What else do you start with? Well, you go on to, what's their backstory? What's the meat of why they're the way they are? Maybe they went to a school, they grew up somewhat normally, but they always had this weird thing about them. And this weird thing would come into play in their story later. Now, this weird thing would not make them be super invincible. They can shoot, like, rainbow lasers out of their eyes. They can kill everyone. Honey, no, that is not how you write a character. Your character cannot be invincible, but, well, they can if that goes to a flaw. Because if your character is basically invincible, they're going to be seen as a Mary Sue. What is a Mary Sue? Well, a Mary Sue is a character who is basically perfect, but not good perfect. Like, this character has no flaws whatsoever, and they're overpowered. And usually, not all the time, but usually a Mary Sue, let's just say, looks like a rainbow threw up on the page. But, like, the rainbow brought in its cousins, and the cousins threw up on the page and brought the rest of their family, and their family just like, and so, then back to the Mary Sue thing. You don't want your character to be a Mary Sue. Because, like, if you try to roleplay or write a story for your character, the role player's not going to have fun. Because your character's just fixing everything, and their character doesn't get to do anything. Or, if you're writing a story and they're too perfect, how is the conflict going to be a conflict? And next would be design. How are you going to design this character? Now, when I design a character, I usually look at things I like. Or, like, I imagine what the character, based on their traits, what they would look like. Or I'll look at Pinterest. Pinterest is really good for inspiration. So I'll look at Pinterest for inspiration. I'll look at pictures of hot dudes and chicks and be like, I want your hair on my dude or on my gal, and I want your face on that face. Thank you. Or you'll see a picture someone drew of this, like, the demon thing. That's what's on the screen is my demon thing. He's not, well, I mean, he's a sassy demon. He plays golf. Anywho, so, you see the demon thing, right? And so, you don't have to make your character exactly like your inspiration. That's not how inspiration works, honey. And so, you look at the features of your inspiration, you're just like, I like that, I'll take that, put it in my character, but, I'll make it different. You're just like, holy crap, Sketchy, how are you going to make it different? Well, I will tell you. So you see how this dude, he got horns, right? You can give your character horns, but make the horns a different shape or a different color. You see this dude, he got a cool vest. You can put the vest right there, but you make the vest a different style or a different color. The dude, he got some fishnet stockings. Put them on your character, but make them a different style or make them ripped. Ripped stockings look cool. Or he got sick dope heels right there, just like, what? Look at him dancing. But other times, characters like, this dude actually, he came to me in a dream. And his design did. That's happened to me on 3 occasions where I've had dreams that gave me character designs. And don't expect that to happen, because it doesn't happen to everyone. I was just lucky enough for that to happen to me. I still don't know why it happens or how, but now I have 3 lovely dudes who have came from dreams. Christopher being one of them. Heels and all, honey. He had heels, he had the armor. Ah! And so, when it comes to writing character, again, when it comes to design, you want to make sure it complements. But, yeah. So, I might make more tip videos. Thank you for watching. Check out my other stuff. Sketchy is out. Peace!